Welcome to my SQL part 5. To echo our data to the user and to display the results from this, we'll need to use while statement. As I mentioned, we have created a row variable and this is equal to mysql underscore fetch underscore asop. This is creating an associative array from an extract query which is here. So we are selecting everything in the people table and ordering them by ID in ascending order. Inside our while, since we wrote row as an array and it's an associative array, row 0 will be wrong because these are numeric. These are numeric ID tags, and instead of this we'll use our field names since this is associative. So instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll be using the actual name. Let's create variables from this. Let me say ID and then first name equals, we're using the same structure throughout. So it's quite easy to copy and paste this. Let's indent this. So we have 5 altogether. So that's 5, and then let's just change. This is a lazy act, but it's just a lot quicker to do this way. So last name, and we have the date of birth. We also have the gender. We have all our data, and now how do we use this? We need to use the echo command. There might be a loop inside the middle at the moment. So anything we echo out will be repeated. Every record we say, and that's right too, we'll repeat this code. For example, I say text here. There are currently 4 records. After refreshing this page, you should see text echoed out 4 times. By typing out 4 times, this piece of code here represents every loop. Therefore, we can incorporate, for example, ID or first name or any other that we have extracted from the database using our associative array. Now I'll write first name, last name, was born on DOB for date of birth, and I'll put gender up there. Not forgetting our line break. I'll refresh our page. Then we have our set of data structured using the variable names. We have given in the correct order, and also it has been repeated through for every record we have. Okay, we have just given out the content of our table using the star declared by this asterisk, where it collects every single data on every record. Now let me do this. I'll say if gender equal F, then gender equal female, the actual spelling of that, and then let us say else gender equal male. This is just rewriting the variable depending on the value. If we refresh now, we can see this has changed to male male and female female. We also have some interesting ways of displaying this data. At the moment, I'm selecting from the people table and ordering by ID and ascending order. I can also order by descending ID. You can see that this switches to this data around. We can also order it by first name. This will put this in descending alphabetical order, and ascending will put this in ascending alphabetical order. So we got A, D, E and K. You can do the same with the surname. You can do the same with anything, even date of birth, as long as you include this over here. Another thing to do is, let me just take this back to ID and have this as descending. We can use this limit 1, or we can say limit 2, 3 or 4. Now our limit for the purpose of this. Now let's have one to let the user of the page know the last person that was inserted into this table. So I say echo here. Echo last person to be inserted into table was, and I'll leave it like that and add a line break. I'll just echo out the first and last name. Okay. So here we can see that there is a lot of confusion. Last person to be inserted, yes, in fact it does work. It is already typed in the limit command. What I've done is by limiting this by 1 in descending order of ID, the ID is incremental. I get 4 at the top, and if we are limiting this by 1, 4 will be the only record that is selected. Therefore, the last person in the table as per the last record displayed, we will have its value echoed out. This while will only return one data value. Since we are returning one data value here, we are confused by these. This is one command here. Select asterisk from people, order by ID dex is another, and limit 1 is yet another. We don't use commas or anything. This is just how we write our code inside our query. Okay, just to test this, I'll insert just using the insert function in PHP my admin, and I'll insert another record. For example, let's type in David Green, and our date of birth could be random. It doesn't really matter what we type in here. We say male. I came down here and submit this data. Click on browse and we have a new value here. When we come back here and refresh, that will change to David Green. So this is really useful if you have a website in which you're putting video or personal pictures. You can just place in the last thing the user had inserted, or maybe the last person that has been registered on a website or anything. Possibility of using this is endless. Basically, how to echo out data and how to manipulate it by just using MySQL query. In the next part, we will allow a user to specify which data they want to show. We will create some HTML forms to enable them to do this. This will let them select a name from the database or table of their choice. So join me in the next part. Bye for now. This is Joshua Matthew dubbing for the Spoken Tutorial project.